Military leaders in Russia are accusing the forces they've employed to wage their war in Ukraine of inciting a mutiny against the Putin regime. Mercenary troops are occupying towns inside Russia, prompting the Kremlin to boost security in Moscow. The bitter dispute is causing concern around the world, with fears Russia could plummet into chaos, and that would make the future of its nuclear arsenal uncertain.
Work looks a little different today in Rostov-on-Don in Russia. Soldiers on almost every corner, not uncommon in war times for the country, but these are not Russian forces. They are mercenaries, hired heavies belonging to Yevgeny Prigozhin, the former chef to President Vladimir Putin, better known as the Wagner Group.
They have established themselves over the years for their reputation for brutality and a willingness to undertake war crimes.
And they were supposed to be in Ukraine, doing the bidding for Putin, until allegedly fired upon by Russian forces with deadly missile strikes. Because we are dying for the Russian people, Prigozhin says, we will take it as a threat and destroy everything around us, immediately withdrawing from key outposts near Bakhmut and heading to Rostov-on-Don, a vital city in the supply chain to Ukraine. I ask everyone not to attempt resisting, he warns. Anyone who tries to offer this resistance, we will consider it a threat and eliminate it immediately. All of us are ready to die. While his first targets are military leaders, grander plans may be afoot, despite a warrant for his arrest being issued by Russian authorities.
Look, I think that Prigozhin has his own political ambitions. I think he would like to become president of Russia and remove Putin. Whether it gets that far, I don't know.
The Kremlin isn't taking any chances, fortifying the roads in and out of Moscow with its military. Not that the threat of all-out civil war has civilians there all that worried. But it does have Western leaders nervous, as much as Putin is persona non grata globally. The possibility of nuclear weapons falling into the hands of unauthorised forces is far more ominous, and how the Russian president may react facing any imminent overthrow.
Irrespective of what happens with this insurrection, his position in power could be threatened, and then the question is, how would he respond to that? Would he escalate with the use of tactical nuclear weapons?
Rostov-on-Don right now is in Wagner's hands. Prigozhin appearing in control at the military headquarters. He urges the top brass to present themselves, or the march to Moscow will begin. Little more than 100 years since the Russian Revolution ended is a new one about to begin. Paris Martin for 10 News First.